Yo, what's up, my brethren and my sisters? How's it going? Welcome to the gym. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful Tuesday so far and ready for some Pokemon-related TCG content because you know that's what we got on the way coming right at you today. Thank you, Quickness, for that Prime sub and the 2 months. Appreciate that. And yeah, thank you, Ghost PG. I appreciate that. Thank you. Apparently, TCG Live is going to be undergoing some maintenance today, as it has been known to do on Tuesdays. Seems to be a kind of repeating thing. Nothing like TCG Live maintenance on some Tuesdays. Jolly Flying Man says, I wish I played Dialga instead of Arctina. Yeah. Listen, you're never going to hear me recommend an Arceus deck to anybody. Never, actually. Never. Thank you, Chaos, for the sub and the 27 months. I appreciate that. You're loving Arceus Control. Arc Control doesn't even beat Chen Pao. Not even close. Jesse and I played a whole lot of that matchup. It's cope. It is cope. You're like, I'm gonna play this Harry boy, hope I hit 2 superiors and that my opponent can't flip a single heads on Silene. It's just like, no, it's all cope. It beats bad Pal. You can't just play a deck and be like, I'm going to beat all the bad opponents. That's not. Thank you, Deshelle, for the sub and the 30 months. That's not a valid strategy. You can't be like, oh, well, yeah, I'm going to beat all the baddies out there. And where does that leave you? Losing to the good players? When you're mid, that feels valid. Come on, we have to have higher aspirations than that. Yeah. A single Entei sweeps Dialga. It does. Yes, there's a lot you could do. The thing is, and I said this on the podcast yesterday, I think that this was the perfect event for Dialga V-Star, and I don't think that Dialga V-Star will hold up to like lots of scrutiny, right? Dialga V-Star will continue to thrive if people don't respect it. But if people are respecting it, and like actually kind of including cheeky text for it and stuff, like specifically Charizard should be winning that matchup, right? And they can certainly include cards that will make them guaranteed win that matchup. So, yeah, I don't think that Dialga is going to hold up to a ton of scrutiny. Dialga could be good again. I could see Dialga actually kind of being good, like maybe next format though. I guess if like Dragapult is really this kind of monstrosity of a deck, Dialga seems like it should be fine against Dragapult. Dialga seems like it should be fine against Miraidon. Right? Dialga's terrible against Lugia. That is like, Lugia is one of Dialga's worst matchups, for sure. So, we got a little bit of an interesting, dynamic going on. Hoagie Man says the latter became immediately hostile towards Chen Pao. Right, because that's just how things go, right? Isn't that just how it goes? Pokemon players love a counter deck. They do. They love a counter deck. They don't even necessarily want to just play the best deck. They just want to counter. Thank you, Zen Atmos, for the sub in the 5 months. My 06 matchups. The '06 matchups were cool. I played a couple of Nidoqueen. I played a couple of Mutrick. I played an LBS. I played like an Entei EX Disruption deck. It was awesome. I mean, the '06 event was phenomenal. It was so much fun. But yes, people love a counter deck. Every time I see people playing the Espathra deck, I'm like, how did we get here? Really? The Espathra deck? But I think I've found my format identity though. I think I'm just a bona fide Chen Pao head now. I do. I think so. It's just the most broken deck there is. Chen Pao is just the most. It's just the most broken deck there is. You literally win every game in 4 turns. Yeah. And I was talking about that on the podcast. Like, just the when you boil Chen Pao down, and I felt like I really kind of like was able to like surmise why Chen Pao is just the most broken deck ever. When you really boil Chen Pao down, you just win every single game in 4 turns. And you win every single game in 4 turns because you spend 1 turn setting up. And then Chen Pao EX can knock out every single 2-prizer that might be in the active spot. And then Iron Hands can knock out every single prizer that might be in the active spot. Against decks where Iron Hands isn't hitting the knockout against a single prizer, if you're up against like a Radiant Charizard, or if you're up against a Snorlax in Lugia, or if you're up against a Zamazenta, you just use Iron Bundle to push something else into the active spot. Yeah, you bundle, right? Those are the situations you bundle in. And very rarely does your opponent have 2 single prizers you can't knock out, unless you're playing against Ancient Box and everybody knows that deck is bad. That's right. It's bad. So you bundle around, and then you wait for your opponent. Your opponent either promotes a single prizer or they promote a 2-prizer. If they promote a 2-prizer, you put down Chen Pao, you knock it out. If they promote a single prizer, then you Iron Hands it, right? And then with Prime Catcher, you could chase down whatever you want too. It's just like, it's just so broken. You just win every single game in 4 turns. And, you know, your deck has so many game actions. You could, you play 4-turn games, but some of the turns take like 5 minutes because you're just sitting there freaking cooking forever. Yeah, it's nuts. And you don't need to play any hand disruption because your game plan is to just win 4 turns. All you need to do is make sure that you are drawing the cards you need to draw. Thank you, Mega Pugzilla, for the sub and the 6 months. Appreciate that. And if you get too far behind, scoop it up, go next. Right? That's okay. The format is definitely like a race. And that's just kind of the nature of the game right now. You're racing to 6. It's, you know, there are some decks that are better comeback decks, like Charizard and Dialga are better comeback decks, but Chen Pao, you're just racing to 6. And that's okay. That's a very valid strategy in this format for sure. And then the other way you could take 2 prizes is Radiant Greninja, obviously. If you're up against something that doesn't have a mana fee, and, you know, so you're going 2-4-6, like you're trying to go 2-4-6 every single game. You're either Iron Handsing single prize, you're Radiant Greninja 2 things, or you're going Chen Pao 2 things. Do I think mana fee is worth it in the mirror? Man, let's see. I don't think so, but let's at least talk about it, right? Because I kind of want to like. And we're going to watch the Sapporo Champions League. We're going to watch like at least a good chunk of that today since there's TCG live maintenance. So that's what's on the agenda for today. But let's kind of talk about some stuff using the Limitless Deck Builder. Cool. Okay. Let's go over here. So, Manaphy. Does Manaphy matter? I think, like, the original reason why Manaphy was, like, not being included in Chen Pao lists was because it's only good on one turn, right? That was kind of like the main reason. It's really only good on one turn. And then it becomes instantly useless. So, like, you're getting value out of it for one single turn. Now, in a lot of Chen Pao, let's see, to hand, 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 to hand. Okay. Let's talk. Okay. So a lot of games, I mean, you're going to open Chen Pao, right? I mean, that's just kind of like, that's kind of your best starter in the deck because it helps get your energy out of the deck. So in a lot of games, you're just starting Chen Pao. And a lot of times, you're just going to happen to open Chen Pao anyway. Appreciate the sub there, Mouthface. Thank you. So in games where you open Chen Pao, right, and you go second in the Baxcalibur mirror, you lose anyway, right? Because they're going to take the first two prizes on your Chen Pao. Then, like, so, like, they take two prizes on your Chen Pao, you bring up a Chen Pao, take two prizes on their Chen Pao, they bring up a Chen Pao, take two prizes on your Chen Pao. That, or you're trying to do something where you, like, prime catcher up Baxcalibur and knock it out and just pray they can't get another one out. But good Chen Pao players will never let you do that. Iono Disruption doesn't matter because good Chen Pao players will always have 2 B-Braille in play. So this is like your ideal board as a good Chen Pao player is this, right? Or this, right? You always have to have 2 outs to backs, 2 outs to Beeb. Radiant Greninja is pretty much always going to be there because Radiant Greninja is your best pivot to be able to retreat. So where does the Manaphy go in this situation, right? The Manaphy can go here, I guess. Like instead of your second B-Braille, but then that gives your opponent an opportunity to gust up your only B-Braille, knock it out, then you dead draw and lose, right? So like that's why the Manaphy is so bad because it doesn't fit on your board, right? It just doesn't. The Manaphy does not fit on the board. So that's the major problem. Like you sure maybe you have like a Radiant Greninja and a Manaphy as your starter, but like you're gonna end up having Chen Pao out, and then like it just gets really wonky really fast. And if you ever have to have like Manaphy on your board instead of the second B-Braille, so like say your board's like that and that's a Manaphy, then your opponent can just be like, haha, gust that up, knock it out. And then you're like, hope I have it, right? But yeah, the only way that you get caught slipping with Iono is if you don't have 2 B-Braille down. You're always working on 2 B-Braille. You're always trying to have those 2 set up. You at the very least have to have like 1 B-Braille, 1 B-Doof, so that off an Iono you could find like Rod Ultra Ball, right? With like a stop and like a concealed cards, it's possible that you can find Rod Ultra Ball or just an Ultra Ball if you have a B-Braille swimming around in the deck somewhere, right? In the mirror matches, did I miss it? Well, the thing is, in the mirror match, you just want to go first, obviously. But then there's like the chance that your opponent doesn't get the turn 2. Okay, so here's like the real reason, right? No, I mean, there's a bunch of real reasons, but here's another real reason. Say I go first, or say my opponent goes first in the Chen Pao mirror, and I start Chen Pao EX, right? Then they knock out Chen Pao EX, and they just win because they're racing to 6 first, right? Say I go second, and I get a Manaphy down, right? Say I get a Manaphy down here, and this is my Manaphy right here, and I open Chen Pao. They can still just knock out my Chen Pao. But say I don't have a Chen Pao in the act. Say this is my board right here. Turn 1 going second. This is my board with a Manaphy, right? Then they just go turn 1 hands my Bidoof, and they still win. Or turn 2 hands my Bidoof, and they still win. Right. They can still just hands this and start the 2, 4, 6. Right, so like it doesn't really matter. All that really matters is that you have to be the first person to take 2 prizes. Or they go single prizer, knock you out with the Baxcalibur, right? Like going first still is all that matters. Or being the first person to set up is all that matters. Because if they see that you're limiting a single prize board and you have Manaphy right here, they just go, they could go Baxcalibur, knock out your Bidoof. Or they could go Radiant Greninja, knock out your Bidoof, and just take 1 prize. So still, the first person to take the knockout matters. And then you've got stupid Manaphy on your board. Like the whole game. And you can't get it out, right? And it like really limits the amount of like Iron Bundle plays you'll be able to make and the amount of times you'll be able to get 2 Bibarel in play and stuff like that. So the best thing you can do is just hope your opponent doesn't set up. Because, okay, in the mirror, what we usually do is we set out 3 Friggies, right? So then you're like, okay, my opponent has to go. Your opponent has to go. They could go Radiant Greninja 2 Friggies. Basically, if your opponent gets the turn 2 Radiant Greninja going first, they could probably get the turn 2 hands. Right? I mean, it's like one extra energy. So like they still have the opportunity to take 2 prizes. Yeah. So anyways, this is what we usually do. We just go 3 Friggies and we say, all right, well, let's see you try to Radiant Greninja 2, you clear my board, I rod 1 back in, and then I can actually try to like make some counter plays, right? But the Manaphy, it's such a bad card to have to play. I don't know that it actually increases your win percentage going second a lot. And I think that's the major thing. Well, and it's also another card, it's another card to get trapped against control. And it's a terrible card to start. If you start Manaphy, it's there the whole game, right? Which is miserable because your board is so tight. You want 2 backs, 2 Beeb, an attacker, and Greninja every single game, right? So, like, starting the Manaphy is a nightmare. Because if it's in a matchup where you don't want it, you could lose because of that. I don't know. And then just look every single, don't just take my word for it. Every single Chen Pao list in top 8 of Indy. did not play Manaphy, right? Like, I'm sitting here just trying to tell you guys. I'm trying to show you, right? Every single list, not a single one, right? And it's for good reason. So, it's really not worth it. Not to mention, some of these backs lists are playing Canceling Cologne. So then they it's not like, it's not like there was anti-Manaphy propaganda and like one person capitalized on it and played the Manaphy and finessed everybody else. No, all the lists that did the best didn't play Manaphy. Maybe CPAL would have won with Manaphy. How does the Manaphy help against Dialga? What are you talking about? No. No, absolutely not. So, yeah. Let's see. Are there any Manaphies? No. The further down you go, how far down do you have to go to see your first Manaphy? That's a real Chen Pao head right there. Kieran's a real Chen Pao head. No Manaphy. Real Chen Pao heads, no. Real Chen Pao heads. Yup. Real Chen Pao heads, they know. How far down, bro? Yup, no, that's a real Chen Pao head right there. It's the real Chen Pao audit. Yep, you're a real Chen Pao head. Yep, you're allowed in. Yep. Yeah, what's up, Flex Daddy? Yeah, thanks. Thanks, JW. 63 months. Yep, no Manaphy, you're a real Chen Pao head. Yep. Yep, nope, no Manaphy. Yep, you're a real Chen Pao head. Yep. Yep, no Manaphy. Yep. Yep, no Manaphy there either. Crazy, right? So, yes, I hope that helps clear things up. It really is not worth it. I mean, really. Really. I mean, there's even... Bro, I got to an Arctibax, a Kyogre, and a Squovit before I got... And 2 TM Devos before I got to a Manaphy. Holy smokes, dude. And the Rotom... Oh, God. Whoa. Yeah. All right. We got to a... Yeah. This is wild. Yeah, this list got a lot going on here. No hands. 3 superiors. What is going on here? No 1/1 Bibarel, no Ultra Ball. I'm mortified at what I'm looking at. What, man? Still no Manaphy though. That's crazy. Got to give it to them. They're following their own path. That's for sure. No Manaphy. I'm gonna audit all of day 2. No Manaphy. No Manaphy. No Manaphy. No Manaphy. No, no Manaphy. No Manaphy. How many people were in day 2? Oh my God. Bro. These day 2s are too big. They're too big, man. Yeah. Anyways. There must have been a group chat? No, I'm just telling you either know or you don't. The real Chen Pao heads know. The real ones. Only the real Chen Pao heads as part of being inducted into the Chen Pao Club. Yes. Yeah, if you want to be on the team, you can't play Manaphy. It's one of the unwritten rules, all right? I'm trying to let you guys know. There ain't no Manaphies involved, all right? That card stinks. Don't play it. What do I think about the 4 candy, 2 Pokestop list? I think the best Chen Pao list in top 8 is this one right here. 3 Pokestop, 4 candy. You removed Manaphy. I'm a certified Pao head. I asked Grant Shen if I could be a certified Chen Pao head, and he said maybe if I top 8 another regional with Chen Pao back to back. So, bro, I'm not even a certified Chen Pao head yet, according to G Shen. So he said I need another regional top 8. I'm like, all right, that's fair. Yeah, he's got me in like the Chen Pao minor leagues right now. These lists really... Oh my god, the 3 rod is insane. Yeah. These lists really all hover around like the same handful of cards. They really do. I think there's like a couple variations you can do. You can technically go to 2 stop, but the stops are like, you really need to dig, right? So like you kind of just have to have stops early because they allow you to like, when you Industrious Incisors for 5, stop lets you see 3 more cards. I mean, that's crazy, right? Like you can't just prize a stop and not see it. You need to see stop every single game. So like I noticed, and I played 2 stops for a long time. When I went up to 3 stops, everything changed. The deck got so much better. So yeah, I'm big on 3 stops for sure. And then the 4 candy just makes the deck way more consistent because you can do things like you just have rare candy backs in your hand, or you can Irida for the, you could Irida for the vessel, or you could Irida for the retrieval because you've already got the candy, right? It just, because like your turn 2 combo pieces are pretty much always candy superior, right? So like Irida gets you 1 and then you naturally draw into the other. When you play 4 of each, you make that combo easier to get. If I had to squeeze a Pal Pad in, where would I fit it? Good thing you don't have to squeeze a Pal Pad in, so you don't have to fit it. You've got Silene. Silene is better than Pal Pad because it can't be airied. So, yes. And the reason why Silene is better is because if you play Pal Pad, what supporter are you getting back with Pal Pad? Like, you don't care about the support. The only reason the supporters are here to help you set up. So, like, you don't even care. At a certain point, you're okay just milling away your supporters. After you're set up, you can mill away all your supporters except Silene. Silene's the only supporter you really kind of care about. And you only need Silene in some games. So there's some games where you stop using Pokestop because you might mill your Silene. So you kind of, like, pump the brakes on that. Yeah. Silene is the, yeah. Because Prime Catcher, Silene allows you to get Prime Catcher back. Or Superior. Or whatever you need, right? Or a Rod. So, yeah, Silene's like your recovery card. I'm not playing the Canceling Clone. That's the card that's different from my list and G-Shen's. So me and G-Shen's list is only, 2 cards off. I'm not playing the 70 hit point Friggy, and I'm not playing the Canceling Clone. So like it's that, and we're talking about the margins of the margins, right? We're talking about so if you get set up and have Silene in hand, it's full gas on stop. Oh, usually it's full gas on stop anyway. 100%, Brandon. Yeah. especially if you have like a rod in your hand or whatever. Yeah. It's almost always full gas on stop. But there are some, what I'm saying is there are some games where you're like, okay, I may have to prime catcher twice. So then you have to start thinking carefully about, you know, if I'm going to use Pokestop here, right? Yeah. And it's like you can see the game kind of unwinding in front of you from like, you know, every game is supposed to be a 4-turn game. You kind of see the games coming from like a mile away. You see everything that's the way it's going to play out. You can tell like, all right, this game, based on the way the board's developing, I may need Prime Catcher again, right? So then you have to start thinking about where's my Silene, and then as soon as you find the Silene off of Bibarel or whatever, then you're just full hamming the rest of the deck. You want to like get the rest of the deck, just stop it all away, right? So that your deck, like with Chien-Pao, every game's supposed to be a 4-turn game, and you basically want to use Pokestop to like discard your entire deck so that by turn 4, your deck is just the game-winning cards. So, like, at the end of the game, your deck might be 10 cards and you've got 1 Irida in it. Cool. Right? Because all your items are very easy to find, and then Irida is just like this wild card that can just kind of, like, complete a combo if you need to. And you play the 3 Rod so that you can Pokestop just like crazy, and you never really care if you discard your Pokemon because you just put them back in with Rod, right? So like the Rods make it so that discarding your Pokemon does not matter because you always will hit the Rods off of stop, and then you can always put the Pokemon back in and then try to incisors into them, right? Right, except against Airy decks, of course, right? But that's one of the reasons why we play Silene, is to help get extra cards back. It's another reason why I'm playing 4 Rare Candy, is because 4 Rare Candy is very good against Airy, right? If your opponent hits a Rare Candy and you're only playing 3 off of like Airy or something, you can be in really deep water, especially if you prize one. So, yeah, that's kind of the defense of my list. And me and Kieran Farah actually ended up on the same list. I think he finished, 32nd place. We ended up on the same exact list without talking about it at all. And I think that, you know, and I respect Kieran a lot as a player. And, you know, I think that that's a testament to just kind of like having some mindful decisions, I think. And the fact that we ended up at the same exact spot, having never spoke to each other before, was kind of funny. But I've been kind of like, preaching that Reagan's top 4 list from Orlando is kind of like the perfect list. I just don't agree with the canceling clone is all. I think that if you're in a spot where you're set up and you have the ability to go Prime Catcher, canceling clone, Radiant Greninja, like how are you not winning that game anyway, right? Where you have the nuts and are able to like actually pull off that play, how are you not just out-tempoing and winning that game regardless? That's my question, right? Like, is the canceling clone, is it not just like purely greedy, right? It seems like the ultimate win more card. You're trying to win more. You're not actually like winning games that you wouldn't have otherwise won. I think it's just the quintessential win more card. Well, yeah, I cut the cologne because I was never using it. So, whereas the 4th candy came up all the time, and if you watched my top 8 match, then you see like if I just hit that candy or the superior off of my concealed cards, my Bibarel, and my Pokestop, then I just win that game by knocking out 2. So like it's just one extra out to like the game-winning combos, right? That canceling cologne was never going to matter in that top 8 match, but you know what was going to matter is freaking hitting my rare candy, right? So like that's yeah. So that's why I'm someone who I'm someone who loves to just play like max consistency of a deck and just play it as well as I can. That's kind of like, that's my MO when it comes to deck building. And it was something that really attracted me to the, to the Chien-Pao lists, is that, I mean, look how streamlined they are. This is like no nonsense as it gets, right? 4 Irida, 2 Codebreaker, which basically are extra Iridas. If you could play 6 Irida, you'd probably just do that. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Yeah, nuts, right? Like if I could play 4 stops and 4 rods, I might do that, but you just can't. Would I go back and play Dialga V-Star after the win in Indy? No, I wouldn't. I would still play Chen Pao. I mean, look, he did well with Dialga. Jesse did well with Dialga. I mean, Drew Kennett like kind of pioneered the Dialga deck, and yeah, I think that there's higher variance with Dialga than there is with Chen Pao. So that's what I would say. There's higher variance with Dialga than with Chen Pao, I think. After playing Dialga a bunch myself. I appreciate that, JR. Thanks. But yeah, the Chen Pao list, they feel very hammered out. Like at this point, it feels like 58 of the cards are pretty much set in stone. Honestly. I played against 2 Lugia decks day 1. And I think Lugia is like very close to an auto matchup or an auto loss for Dialga. It is a terrible matchup. And I played against 2 day 1, right? And I was able to destroy those Lugias that I played against. But like if I was playing Dialga, I just lose, right? So like I felt like with Chen Pao that I felt like I could beat anything I was sitting across from with Chen Pao, and it gave me a good opportunity to succeed. So no, I wouldn't go back and change my play at all. All right, where can I find the Sapporo Champions League stuff? Oh, also before I get started on that, but where can I find that? Let's see. Can I just type it into YouTube? Here's day 1. Here's day 2. All right, I found it. This is it, right? 2024. We got mid-Rhydon in the finals. Versus Guardy. No, it's Dragapult. Cool. Well, TCG Live's undergoing maintenance today, so. All right. I wanted to talk a little bit longer about... Yesterday, I talked about the Kyurem and the new cards in the context of Standard. I don't think that... This card just reads bad to me. Because... I guess this is like an insane control card, right? If your opponent is able to get rid of all your other stadium outs, then yeah, they could like, this could be a checkmate card. But this card just does not seem very good. I'm going to be honest with you. How is this card better than like Unfair Stamp, right? How is this card better than like how is it better than Unfair Stamp? How is it better than Prime Catcher, right? Yeah, it's just going to get bumped every time. I really don't think that it's I don't think that this card is very good. This card I think is very good, especially since with the effect of fishing out an energy, I think that Colress is going to be a... Colress's Tenacity is going to be probably a card that pairs with a new special energy. I mean, imagine this card if Capture Energy was in format. That's pretty good, right? So I could see like the way that they, it makes me think that this is going to be a card like Arven, right? Where we're like, remember when we first read Arven and we were like, this card kind of stinks. And then they like printed all these insane tools. And we were like, oh wait, Arven's insane, right? But the first time we all read Arven, it was like, who cares, right? I think that this card will probably take on a similar trajectory. Dude, Arven was not seeming like it was going to be that hype originally, honestly. But then they revealed like the TMs. They revealed, was Arven printed before Forest Sealstone? When did Arven come out? Scarlet and Violet, Forest Sealstone was already out. People thought Arven was bad. I'm people, all right? I thought Arven was kind of mid. I'm just saying, bro. I am people. People thought Arven was going to be bad. I thought it was going to be bad. Arven kind of reads like a slightly buffed Skyla. Yeah, I definitely thought it was kind of mid. But as soon as they started making like really busted tools, like, well, and then they also made like the Future Booster Energy Capsule, right? And keep in mind, the earliest Charizard lists were not playing like for Arven until finally like someone cracked the Arven Forest Sealstone build. And it wasn't until then that Arven really got on the map. So don't act like everybody loved Arven from the get-go. Don't even act like that. It's messed up. No. All right? It wasn't until the Brazilians discovered Arven. All right? In their Charizard lists. Okay? But I could see that it don't act from day one. Everybody had 4 Arven in their Charizard deck. That's cap. That is just not true. They did not. So I see Colress's Tenacity being like kind of similar to that. In that like this card will come out and it'll be like, all right. And then they'll print some broken special energy or stadium cards and we'll be like, oh, okay, right. That's kind of how I see this card functioning in like a similar way, right? It'll be fine until they release some absolutely cracked special energy that you're going to want to get turn 1. Something to the effect of like capture energy. Or what if they released like, what's the energy that just goes and gets 2 Pokemon in like, I don't know, old formats? There's like this old energy that just goes and gets 2 guys, something like that. Ends your turn or something. I don't think that they'd print that energy, call energy, right? I don't think that they'd reprint call energy considering they got Buddy Buddy Poffin now. But yeah, call energy. If the Pokemon call energy is attached to your active Pokemon, you may search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench. Yeah. That's kind of sick though, right? Yeah, call energy would be nuts with this card. I don't know, maybe they do something like that, but it's like only EXs. You can search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon EX and put them onto your bench. Ends your turn. They probably shouldn't print any busted special energy till Lugia's gone. You know that won't stop them. We already got Legacy energy on the way. Thank you, Baja Monster, for the sub and the 18 months. Appreciate it. But yeah, we've already got Buddy Buddy, so they're probably not doing anything like that. However, it seems funny that they would print a card like this unless there was something, you know, kind of good on the way. This card does already go get you Artisan, though, which is nice, which you could use to set up. Or this card could go get you Town Store, which can go get you item, tool cards, which is pretty neat. Which then turns into like a funny kind of Arvin almost. In Gym Leader Challenge, this card is nuts in Gym Leader Challenge. So let's talk about that for just a minute. Basically, a lot of Gym Leader Challenge decks are playing Guzma and Hala, right? I mean, look at it. It's a $7 card. That's crazy. A lot of Gym Leader Challenge decks are playing Guzma and Hala, and then they're playing Tag Call to go get Guzma and Hala. Why? Because Guzma and Hala allows you to go get a tool card, special energy, and a stadium. This gets you 2/3 of that. It gets you an energy and a stadium. Doesn't get you the tool card. However, you don't have to discard any cards from your hand in order to play it. And in a pinch, you can go get a tool card if you put Town Store into your deck, right? There's a lot of Gym Leader Challenge decks that rely on trying to get the turn 1 Turbo Energized TM, right? And this is just another card that can go get you the turn 1 Turbo Energized, right? You could go get this card with a Town Store and an energy to start powering up your guys. So like that's just a very good combination. And in decks like Colorless and Dragon, that's going to be very valuable because there are really powerful special energies that you want to go get early on in the match. And Colress's Tenacity is just another card that can help you to go get those cards. I see Colress's Tenacity being played in probably Dragon, Darkness decks, and Colorless decks, right? As just kind of an extra out to that turn 1 stadium and special energy. But then, of course, there is the Kyurem. And the Kyurem's got the anti-plasma ability, which makes it so that if your opponent has a card with Colress in its name in the discard pile, the attack cost of this Pokemon's Triforce is colorless instead. And I had a bunch of people asking or demanding that this card get insta-banned in Gym Leader Challenge because its attack is too powerful. It's got the Trifrost attack, which requires that you discard all energy attached to this Pokemon. It does 110 damage to 3 of your opponent's Pokemon. This card is definitely not going to get banned. Definitely not. Its attack cost is 5 energy. And if you power it up without the use of the anti-plasma ability, then you've got to get 5 energy on this thing like twice, which is just not happening, right? If someone like powers this thing up with 5 energy in Dragon, good for you, bud, because that is really difficult to do. Yeah, that's right. You wasted a lot of time getting those energy on this guy, and the fact that your opponent didn't knock it out, or that's crazy. Now, if you're playing against Dragon, then don't put a card with Colress in the discard pile. You dum-dum? But almost every deck plays the normal Colress Doll card. Then don't play that, you dum-dum. Stop it. Stop. Don't play it. Not against Dragon. Just because the card is in your hand and can be played doesn't mean you ought to. This is the Trash Lance discussion. Yes. So yes, you have to. Well, the cool thing about this card is that it checks this card, right? And this card, like colorless decks are going to want to put this card in their deck, right? They're going to wanna. And I bet that they will. Don't you think so? Colorless is a deck that is strong, and they're going to want to play this deck. So won't it be fun to be able to punish those colorless decks? with Dragon. Dragon of all types, right? So I love that. The fact that, like, if Colorless wants to play this card, they're going to have to answer to this card. Yes, Colorless gets any energy. Yes, it does. So no, this card's not getting banned. It's not even close. Just play smart. Play smart. Use your noggin. You know? Don't put the Colress in your discard pile if you're up against the funny Dragon deck. And it'll probably get to the point where so few people actually play their Colress cards against the Dragon deck, the Dragon will probably stop playing this thing. Because nobody's dumb enough to put the Colress in the discard pile, so this thing's just dead weight. I do love that. Oh yeah, those Lost Zone Psychic decks, those decks are annoying anyway, and they're not even good. That's right, I said it. The Lost Zone Psychic decks in GLC, not even the best way to play Psychic. So yeah, this card can kind of destroy that too. But the funny thing about that is they can use Bench Barrier, and you can't use Silent Lab because it would turn off your own guy. So yeah, never mind. So Lost Zone Psychic's not even like bodied by this. So yeah. No, this card is just balanced. It's fine. Right, and you could play Colress, Palpat after, Verse Seeker after, all that. Anytime, JD. Anytime. Yeah, you have to Canceling Cologne if you want to do this play. And you have to Canceling Cologne and bring the Bench Barrier into the active spot. Red Cherry Cago said, I will make the assumption that GLC is a format where you could choose not to play a specific sport and not get destroyed for doing so. Right. Yes. Now I can't play my Colress machine. That's true. It's kind of hilarious. I do love, this Colress draw supporter. I still play it in quite a few decks. Not every single deck, but I play it in quite a few. And it's a very powerful draw card. But like you could, if you're really worried about Dragon, I do play this card in quite a few non-Lost Zone decks as well in Gym Leader Challenge, just because it's a good draw card. But, yeah, anyways. This card is fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine. Now, if that card was in, like, the water pool of cards, then we'd have to start thinking. But Dragon... If it was in water, it could be, like... It could be sus, right? Water is... They could do too much. But the fact that it's in Dragon, that's fine. All right, what you guys want to do? What you guys want to talk about? With the event here, the Sapporo Champions League. All right, we've got some Dragapult versus Guardy. We got some Miraidon versus Lugia. I think we all know how that goes. We got some Lost Zone Box versus Dragapult. Guys, I kind of want to see I want to see the Gouging Fire gameplay. For show. All right, what's this? Not Zeraora V-Star. That's whoa. Arceus Zeraora, dude. Not Arceus Zeraora. Yeah, I'm kind of just like looking through all the... Oh, here's a Blissey deck. Arc Blissey, I think. Yeah, here's Arc Blissey. Zero VMAX. Oops. Here's my GOAT Baxcalibur. This is a Baxcalibur player with the... with the funny bug. The dung beetle. You know, he's got the dung. Rabska. And see? He started this stupid Rabska in a matchup where he didn't need it. Now I bet you he feels terrible. Dragapult versus Lugia. I'm actually kind of interested in that matchup. Lugia versus Luxray? That's kind of crazy. All right. That matchup looks like a skipper. Hands versus Lugia. Yeah. Snore. Okay. Now this looks like a watcher right here. We got Luxray EX. All right. Here we go, folks. Let's get into it. Get my overlay kind of done. And I don't think I want their voice. It's not like I understand what they're saying. Be cool to be able to hear. I do like hearing their reactions sometimes, though, you know. But that's okay. I do think. Let's see. As far as I can be over here, because seeing the players' reactions is busted as well. So we have to be able to see their face cams, because sometimes they give the most epic reacts. All right, should we be watching on 2x speed? Probably, right? All right, how do we do that? Let's go over here. Settings, playback speed. Let's give it a solid 1.5. Okay. All right, looks like we've got Lugia V-Star versus Luxray EX. The player on the right playing Luxray EX. They got a Shinx in the active. They're going second, so they'll be able to play supporters. It looks like the Lugia player was able to discard a pair of Archeops turn one. That's pretty scary. Not gonna lie. I need some cards to touch. Oh, here we go. Baxcalibur. Perfect. Okay. There we go. This Luxray deck has got Bibarel and Pidgeot. And it looks like they are playing the energy as their ace spec, right? The energy that's the... What's the... I can't even remember the name of it. What's that terrible energy that gives the two energy? The card... Neo Upper Energy. That's it. Yes. Yes, it looks like the Luxray player is playing Neo Upper Energy. Now, if Luxray doesn't win this match, this deck is hopeless, because if Luxray should win any matchup, it should be the Lugia matchup, right? Like, this should be the one that you can win. Theoretically. Now, let me pull up Luxray so I can actually see what the card does. I think Luxray does... Yeah, here we go. Man. Come on, PokemonProxies.com. You're killing me here. Okay. Luxray EX has the Piercing Glint attack, 120 damage for 2 colorless energy, and allows you to look at your opponent's hand, discard one card you find there, and then Volt Strike does 250 damage, and you have to discard all energy from this Pokemon. So you can discard any card you want, Dude, the Wellspring. Oh, man. All right, Lugia is about to cook this fraud. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, it's over for you, man. Not the turn 2 Wellspring Mask Ogerpon. Oh, yeah, this guy. You can see it on his face, too, bro. He's going through. He's like, no, man. No, man. Not like this. Not the Wellspring Ogerpon, man. Not the turn 2 Lugia going first with the Wellspring Ogerpon. You gotta be kidding me, bro. My Pidgeys are dead. My Pidgeys are so dead. Yeah. Oh, it is over for this guy. Look at this. Like, he doesn't even care that Wellspring Mask Ogerpon is weak to lightning. And he doesn't even care. Like, now that I'm kind of thinking about it, like, the Luxray's whole agenda doesn't work versus the Lugia deck. Do you take the Pidgey? You take the Pidgeys! Oh, yeah, these Pidgeys are roasted, dude. Yeah, give me both Pidgeys. Give me both Pidgeys, bro. Give me both Pidgeys. That's right. You're out of here. Got to take both Pidgeys. Yeah. And at this point, the Lugia player is literally checkmate, right? Because the Lugia player took the first 2 prizes, and now, like, what can the Luxray player do? Like, they knock out, say they get out a Luxray EX and, like, knock out the Wellspring Ogerpon, right? Then they just bring up Chinchino and annihilate the Luxray and set up another Chinchino. Yeah, it's just, Lugia doesn't need any cards in hand. All right, the boss, not the boss. Is this even a knockout? I think it does like 80. Just a pass? Oh, it's so over, man. The only draw card that this guy, you can see the guy on the right, he's just going through it, bro. He's got nothing. The only draw card he's got in his hand is the freaking Roxanne. Yeah. It's over, dude. This guy's about to Wellspring him again. No. No. Yes, dude. Oh my god, he's getting Wellspringed again. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And you can see the guy on the right, he's like, yup. Oh, not the boss, dude. No. Oh god. No. Just leave him alone. Leave him alone, Ogerpon. It's not nice. We wanted to see a Luxray make its way into play, man. All we wanted to see was a Luxray EX. And this man's got gift energy, bro. It doesn't matter. If you knock him out, it doesn't matter. You have to find Rare Candy, Luxray, and Neo Upper Energy off this. Yeah, no shot, bud. Yeah, did you think you were going to find it? Yeah, and a Manaphy. Right, no. Holy smokes, the bear is here. All right, we've got Ursaluna has hit the board. But you can't. I guess you can attack. Yeah. All right. Okay, so it's not an instantaneous loss. The bear saves the day. But gift energy. Oh my gosh. All they need is boss and it's over. And here it comes. Wellspring Mask, Ogre Pawn. Ta-da, boss's orders. And it's game over. And skadoosh. Yup. Wow. Complete annihilation, dude. There you go. He's like, let me tweet about this. I'm going to tweet. I got to tweet. Yeah, this was hype. All right. Okay, that was an absolute smacking. All right, I want to see this advertisement, though. All right, hold up. Japanese advertisements go crazy. All right.
いくのかというところのまず1試合目が行われたというところです。この後2試合目に続いて参ります。はい。はい。ということで本戦ラウンド2のスタートは10時45分頃を予定しております。もう間もなくというところなのでぜひ楽しみにお待ちください。それでは一旦コマーシャルです。一旦失礼いたします。ギア V スターみたいな。
Where's the advertisement? There we go. Yeah, that guy looks hype. That guy looks hype. Okay.
Pokémon カードの時間です。このバトルアカデミーで学び。
Oh yeah, Battle Academy.
バトルしましょう。まずは好きなデッキを。
かい。僕のニャンハとバトルしよう。よーし、バトルだ。
初めて遊ぶならこれ。ポケモンカードゲームバトルアカデミー。では、バトルアカデミーのデッキを使ってバトルを。
デッキだけでいきなりバトルってできなくないですか？他にも必要なものってありますよね。コインとかダメ缶とか。
大丈夫。バトルに必要なものは全部
一緒に入ってる。ルールとか覚えれなくて無理。
簡単に覚えられるガイドやプレイマットがあるから安心して。
やるしかねえだろ。うるさ。バトルだ。
私？
初めて遊ぶならこれ。ポケモンカードゲームバトルアカデミー。
Dang, that Lucario's going crazy.
頼むよ。よろしくお願いします。私の番。狙ってスパーク。
マスカルリーフ。
うわ。F だからこのカードを。いけ、カシュ。行くよ。頑張りだ。やった。
ポケモンカードゲームバトルアカデミー。
All right, 3 different Battle Academy advertisements. Got it. That's cool. I'm pretty sure. Maybe like maybe Pokemon Japan or like Creatures has their own Battle Academy product, but I'm pretty sure Battle Academy's designed by TPCI. At least like the very first Battle Academy products, I'm like 99% certain that Battle Academy is designed by TPCI. Which is like interesting, right? That like a TPCI design product is like now has a Japanese version, right? So it seems like Japan has its own now. So I think like maybe maybe Creatures or Pokemon Japan was like inspired by TPCI's Battle Academy product and wanted to make their own. So the product was fire, so they yoinked it. Yeah, right? So I think it's inspired by TPCI's product, right? Which is kind of interesting. I mean, it's interesting because we don't always see, like, that happen, right? Where, like, Pokemon Japan is actually taking plays out of TPCI's book. That almost, like, never happens. So that is actually kind of interesting. Cool. All right. What do we got here? Come on. You can do it. Here we are. Very good. What's the matchup? Roaring Moon versus Tina. I don't care about that. That's not interesting. Sorry, guys. We all know how those decks work. That looks like a cool advertisement. Man, you are not being very agreeable, are you, website? Oh, we already know this. Those are old advertisements.
さあ、まもなく本戦ラウンド3がスタートいたします。この時間
All right, here we go. New matchup. What you guys got? Let's see it. You are being very disagreeable here, YouTube. There we go. All right. Okay, we've got the toy box. But is this also, it's still an ancient box deck. They're just playing the toy box instead. That's fine. I'll actually watch this one, sure. They've got the secret box. Okay, let's get this game underway, folks. Okay. On the right, we've got Ancient Box. And it looks like on the left, we've got maybe Baxcalibur. Well, there's 2 Lightning Energy, though. No, so it's... Okay, not Baxcalibur. This is Turbo Hands. Okay. And that is a very Turbo Hands-looking hand. Yes. I'm going to start things off with an Ultra Ball and take a look at their deck. They've got an Arven in their hand. So the unfortunate thing about this matchup is that this is just like a Miraidon deck, really. I mean, it's just kind of like, it's like 2 formats ago Miraidon. It's literally, that's like what it is. So I don't think that this deck can actually like one-hit KO any of these ancient Pokemon with Iron Hands, which is kind of problematic because that seems like that would be the strategy to try and take 2 prizes with Iron Hands. But the fact that they can't actually get there is kind of tough. So I'm curious to see what the player on the left kind of does to remedy that situation. Whether or not they're just going to try and run down the opponent's Pokemon with like maybe Raikou or something, or if they got something else cooked up. Looks like they're favoring Nest Ball and 4 Seal Stone off of the Arven. They can use 4 Seal Stone with the Raikou to go get whatever they want out of the deck. Yeah, Ancient Box does seem like it kind of destroys Miraidon. Yep. Okay, Nest Ball grabs Squawkabilly. We got the new Morpeko. And Prime Catcher is in the opening hand, so probably going to see that come into play. Looks like, yeah, Prime Catcher. Put the Squawk in the active. And then deciding whether or not to, put this energy anywhere before the Squawk and Seas. And it looks like maybe saying, all right, I can motivate and then maybe finish this thing off with the hands later. If it doesn't get an Ancient Booster Energy Capsule, though, right? Like, that's just kind of miserable. Honestly, I don't think I see a win con for this Miraidon deck in this matchup. That just seems so bad. At least, like, the Future Hands deck that plays, the little Miraidon has Future Booster, Future Booster Ancient Capsules, Future Booster Energy Capsules, so that they can hit that 140 number, and they also have the Iron Crown to boost that damage as well. So they got the turn 1 Motivate. That's like, they just have to pass? Oh! No, not Ancient Brick, bro. No. The pass, they got a Sada in their hand and nothing else. Oh, this is the win con. No, not like this, bro. You're about to get cooked by this hands. The turn 1 Motivate into turn 2 amp you very much. This is horrendous. They do have to hit an energy off of this generator, though. But this deck probably plays 16 lightning energy or something like that. So shouldn't be too bad. Morpeko. Oh, I love it. We saw lightning. Let's go. Yeah. Morpeko. Absolutely insane. There you go. The Morpeko took a peek, saw the lightning, was like, full send. Send it. There's a lightning there. So what the Morpeko does is the Morpeko allows you to look at the top card and you can discard it if you'd like. So if it's not a lightning, you could just discard that card. Here we go. Iron Hands. Amp you very much. I'll take my 2 prizes. All right. Can you do anything? Oh, no. Not the attack for 30 damage. 60 damage, dude. Why didn't you attach the energy so that you'd be able to saw to this turn? Like, why didn't you attach an energy to the active last turn so that when it got knocked out, you could saw to? Probably should have done that. That's what I'm thinking. I think because they had an energy in their hand, right? You should just attach an energy to the active moon. He did. It got Prime Catcher away. No, he passed with the moon in the active, right? And didn't put an energy on it. He definitely did. He passed with the moon in the active and did not put an energy on it. And what I'm saying is that he should have put an energy on it so that if it... You think he top decked energy? I think he's got 2 energy in his hand. I'll check. Maybe if he top decked the energy, fine. I thought he had 2 energy in the hand, so maybe not. No way. Bundle? He's going to keep him out of the energy the whole time? This is crazy, dude. It doesn't matter. I mean, they just need to attach an energy at all costs, right? Let's see this hand. I'm telling you, see, there's another energy in the hand. There was an energy there the whole time, I'm telling you. All right, and now he's going to retreat so he could Sada, right? I think it was... I think this guy was probably cooked regardless, but he should have attached the energy to the moon. All right, now he's going, but at this point, like, goodness gracious, like, this is not good. being down 3 prizes against the Miraidon deck, I mean, that's the kind of lead that they need. Yeah, this is just brutal. Now, this Ancient deck should just beat Miraidon. I mean, it really should, but it's too far, kind of too far of a deficit, too big of a deficit to come back from, I think. I'm going to thin a little bit more with Vessel. Thank you, Co19, for the sub and the 12 months, 1 year. Appreciate it. Thank you. And they can swing for 90. That's not doing it. Nope. And at this point, I guess there's what? So say Iron Hands swings into a Koraidon for not a knockout. But I guess at this point, no, they're not swinging into, yeah, because they just used the first attack. So never mind. I take it back. Yeah. No, because the Iron Hands will go to 2 prizes remaining using Arm Press. And then the player on the right will take their first 2 prizes. And then Miraidon will come up and go to 1 prize left. So long as the player on the left can stream attacks for the next 3 turns, they guarantee to win. The only way that they can't win is if they miss a streamed attack somehow. But with that heavy baton there should be no whiffing. Thank you, Shepherd Pie, for the sub and the 4 months. Yeah, so long as the opponent on the left just goes swing, 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 it should be lights out. And that really is just it. You don't have to overthink it too much. And there's no way for the Ancient Box deck to be able to take more than 2 prizes a turn. So since the player on the left is kind of up, they should just be able to, Arm Press. We're never going to get to see the funny toy box. Probably not. Sending up Moon now. And you're going to have to Sada again. It looks like they have the Sada. And they'll probably take this knockout. But again, unless there's like a vacuum coming off the top rope. Even so, I mean, both these Miraidon on the bench have 2 energy attached to them. So this is really lights out. We can kind of just... Yeah. You can kind of just see. Yup. It's just going down like this. There's really no comeback in order for this Ancient Box deck. Sada again. Take the knockout, but Miraidon just has to swing, and there's our winner with the Miraidon deck. Very cool. Okay. What do we got next? Looks like Lost Box on the right versus Miraidon again on the left. Okay. Let's see it. Gosh, these Miraidon hands, there's so much energy, man. There's so much energy. It feels so nuts. Oh, so does Diego. I know. Oh, that's for sure. All right. Those aren't bad prizes. Cool. Thank you, DTA Danster, for the sub and the 35 months. Appreciate it. All right, let's get this game underway. See what's up. Good luck and have fun. Who's going to win? Let's see. Miraidon going first. Raichu in the active. Could see a turn one little accelerate there. Very cool. Yup. Could search the deck for a lightning energy. Get an extra lightning energy into play. I got a little swap around view. Not the best start from the Miraidon deck, but hopefully there's a supporter in that hand. And we got Artisan on the Lost Tina side. A lot of Lost Tina, looks like, in this event. So maybe Lost Tina kind of remains a relevant deck. I think Jesse said that he was going to build Lost Tina for us to have tomorrow. Jesse is going to be joining me for some Twilight Masquerade tabletop gameplay tomorrow, which should be a lot of fun. I'm very much looking forward to that. All right, we got Flower Select, Flower Select. Weighing the options. Tina. And a pass. Okay. Let's see. Does player on the left have anything good going on? Is there a supporter? Yes, and Arvin. Very good. They can use Arvin to go fish out a Miraidon, tandem unit, and really kind of get going. It's probably going to be 4 Sealstone and Nestball. Nestball, go get Miraidon. Tandem unit, go get Raikou V. 4 Sealstone on Raikou V, and then you can just go get whatever you want. Yo, what's up, Squeeze, with the sub in the 62 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for the support. It looks like it's going to be Tandem Unit. Go get Raikou hands. Raikou for Sealstone. And what are we getting? A secret card. They're going to use Artisan and go get the Bundler. The Bundler. And it looks like she goes for Generator. Finds 2. And I'm going to slap those right down onto the hands. And then has the double turbo. Woo! That's my Miraidon deck right there. Let's freaking go. Amp you very much. I'll take my 2 prizes. Yeah. What you got? You got a turn 2 Tina V-Star to respond to that? Yeah, let's see what you can do. Crazy. Man, just like that, the generator hit for 2. Flower Select, all right. Got a Colress there. They like that. Let's Colress. And they got the gold Buddy Poffins. Dang, fully blinged out. Except not fully blinged out. The Pokemon are not blinged. But they got the Poffins. Actually, not even close to fully blinged out. I retract my statement. But they got the nice energies and they got the nice Buddy Poffins. So selectively blinged out, I should say. All right. And now we go Flower Select again. Choosing between a grass and a nest ball. Maybe they want a nest ball, get another Tina V or Radiant Greninja. Yeah, I'm wrong. It's the bear. Hot dang, it's the bear. Okay, so then if you got 7 in the loss zone, then you just go bear. Bro, this is crazy. Yeah, you go bear, dude. Prime catcher still digging, looking. Are we at 7? We're at 7. And they are getting that energy onto the bear. 2 energy with, nope, pump fake. No bear. We're going Tina V-Star. Just kidding. And then concealed cards. There's a jet. 2 jets. Here comes Tina. And that is going to be a lost impact. Wow. Okay. I see your turn 2 hands, and I raise you the turn 2 lost impact. What you got for that? That's pretty nuts. Now, the bear being down like really matters right here, because obviously she's got the bundler, right? And she could just bundle the Tina out of the way and hands for 2 more prizes, but the bear kind of protects against that. The bear can also one-hit KO anything in the Miraidon deck, so that's kind of crazy. So, but yeah, this bear is actually really strengthening the Tina player's board state right now. Looks like there is a boss in the hand, though, so we're probably going to see boss for another 2 prizes, but she's going to have to establish another attacker that could deal the final 2 prizes, right? Because the player on the right is just going to be able to V-star this hands. So she has to establish another attacker, period. And let's see if she's able to do that. And the Miraidon, like, the Miraidon ain't getting there. And the Raikou, they ain't getting there against the bear. All right? They're just not. Okay, here comes the heavy baton, right? And this is like this is the play that has to stick. You put the heavy baton or EXP share, looks like. I would expect heavy baton, but maybe the heavy baton's not around. So it's going to be EXP share instead. And just trying to like pass that energy back. The V-Star gets around baton. That's interesting. The V-Star also, I think, gets around EXP share. So, yeah, it's not great. We got a lightning EXP share going to the bench. And then probably boss for another 2 prizes. But this game is going to get out of hand really quickly. Because the player on the left is just not drawing any cards. They're not really, like, getting very deep into their deck. And these hands are not good against these big 2-prize Pokemon. Like, the only way she's going to be able to win next turn is if she's able to boss again with another 4-prize hands, right? All right, getting the 4 Sealstone out of the deck. I don't imagine him using it because he's probably just going to V-Star this thing, but we'll see. Because I think the V-Star gets around EXP share. Uses Mirage Gate for just a Psychic Energy onto the bench Tina. And we got, wow, yeah, we found the vacuum off of that Flower Select, but I think he just ditched it. Says I don't even need it because if I V-Star this hands, I won't need it at all. It's got Rod, Nest Ball. Lots of options here. Jet Energy as well. I mean, it's scary. A player on the left's only got 2 prizes remaining, but really her board state's so weak, she's not going to be able to take these final 2 prizes. Really, I mean, the player on the right's down by 4, but you could just tell from the way the board's developed. I mean, really, with no backup attacker, that Raichu going down was kind of one of the biggest was really one of the biggest game changers in this match so far. All right, here comes the Tina. Gonna be using that V-Star power, instant KO. All right, melting the Iron Hands now. No hand disruption, none of that. I think you got to promote the Raikou and like try to draw a card, right? Or I guess maybe your only pivot card in the deck is the rescue board, so you have to promote like a free retreater. Or a Pokemon that can wear the rescue board. I think she already used the Prime Catcher too. Let's see. Yeah, Prime Catcher's in deck. So it is possible. You have to go generator. You have to go generator Prime Catcher though, and you have to generator double hit, right? I don't really see this happening, but it'd be kind of nuts if it did. Here we go. One card. That is a squawk. That is certainly not going to do it. That hand is way too big to use Mew. I think you are cooked. I'm not seeing it. All right, first we bundle, see if you make a mistake. I love that. Arvin. For generator and the charm. And she's found her out, you know, maybe she promotes a Miraidon with a charm for a turn, or promotes a single prizer, right? And just says, like, I hope you don't have Gust. I like that. I mean, that's the route, right? Has to promote the Zapdos. Hope that they don't have it. I mean, it's not great. This is not what you want. But got the double hit off of the generator on the hands. And then I think it's just retreats into probably the Zapdos, right? Yeah, you have to attach to the Zapdos or attach to the Raikou in the active and retreat. And here we go. Retreat into the Zapdos and pass. Jet, boss, GG's. Yep, that's it. All right. Tina taking the dub, and we really just saw the kind of wind just come out of those sails of the Miraidon deck. Miraidon not able to clutch it out at the end. I mean, fantastic start by the Miraidon deck, but when it comes down to clutch time, just no extra draw. Was the Arvins just kind of really lose their power as the game goes on, and you don't have access to 4 Sealstone anymore. So definitely saw that that pop up in that match. All right, up next. Here we've got what, Tina versus Guardy. I'm good. What do we got here? Lugia versus Pult. I do want to watch that. All right, fine. Cool. All right, up next. Up next, we've got Lugia versus Dragapult. We've got to watch this with you guys as soon as I get back from a quick break. So hang tight. I'll be right back with Lugia V-Star versus our first Dragapult EX match. Make sure to check out fullgripgames.com for all the best Pokemon trading card game singles while I'm away. But it shouldn't be too long. I'll be right back. right, y'all, we're back. Let's go. Time for more gaming. Let's do this. Lugia versus Dragapult. Looks like Lugia's going first. They've got the Minccino in the active spots. Turn 1, capturing Aroma with the coin flip. It's tails, so they can go get a basic out of their deck. And they're definitely going to want a Lugia if they don't have one already in that hand of theirs. That would be very good. I'm going to check their prizes real quick, see what they got access to. A Lugia deck is supposed to have a pretty good Dragapult matchup. I think that's one of the selling points of the Lugia deck. And then this Dragapult deck looks like it's not just a Dragapult deck. It looks like it's a Dragapult Charizard deck. Player on the left going for another Minccino. They probably already have Lugia V in their hand, or at least access to one. And here comes Minccino. There's Lugia. And do we have maybe an Ultra Ball or anything like that? Looks like it's just going to be a pass. Okay. Time for Dragapult to get moving. Let's see what we got here. I imagine this deck is going to kind of look and feel and act a lot like a Charizard deck. I think that there are 3 stage 2s in here. I think it's literally Charizard, Pidgeot, and Dragapult. I think. Could be wrong about the Pidgeot. It might just be Dragapult and Charizard. Nope, there's a Pidgeot. Yep. So 3 stage 2s in here. This is... Oh, we've got, is this the player on the right won the video game world championships in 2023? That's sick. So that Yokohama jersey that he's wearing, he wore that while winning the video game world championships? Man, that's crazy. That rules for sure. All right, so he's got Buddy Buddy Poffin. Go get 2 Dreepies. And those 2 going down. We've got the fan. Ain't no way you've got the fan, bro. Fire to the Dreepster. Use the Force Seal Stone. Oh, no, not the Force Seal Stone. Use the Rotom and end the turn by drawing 3 cards. All right, so that's a very strong setup from the player on the right. But what if Lugia goes turn 2 Wellspring Mask Ogerpon EX? I mean, it's possible. They just got to get 2 Archeops in the discard pile, and then it's happening, right? And it looks like 2 Archeops in the discard pile is absolutely happening. This fan card will not matter at all. Dang, come on, Japan production team. Come on. Yeah, that fan card will not matter at all against this Lugia deck. I'm curious as to why they're playing the fan card. Maybe it's for the Dragapult Mirror. But player on the left's got two Ultra Balls. They get double chops in the discard pile and then Iono. 6 new cards. If they find a basic search and they play Wellspring Mask Ogerpon, they can do it. Which is so crazy. And it looks like they don't have it. So they're just going to come up with the Lugia and use the V-Star. Okay, there's double chops. And some Primal Turbo. Oh, I'm not even paying attention to the fact that there's a Manaphy in the active. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I was like dialed into the opponent's bench. I'm fried, bro. All right. Yeah, there's a Manaphy out there. All right. Forget I said anything about the Wellspring Mask Ogerpon. Yeah. All right, there's a Manaphy. I see it now. Now that I'm taking a little bit of a closer look, I see the Manaphy you guys are talking about. I see it. All right, the Manaphy's gone now, though. I was looking for the Manaphy on the bench, and I didn't see the Manaphy on the bench. But I forgot to check the active spot. Thank you, Some Ringa, for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. Okay. That player on the right's got a Dracloak and an Iono of his own. Here we go. Airmail. Look at the top two. And keep one. Put the other to the bottom of the deck. Okay, they got Ultra Ball or Psychic Energy. I think they like need the Psychic Energy to attack this turn, right? And they could take a double knockout, but they decided to keep the Ultra Ball. They're going to Ultra Ball away Dreepy and a Buddy Buddy Poffin. And go get Charizard. They could retreat and just attack with Charizard. I mean, it's always an option. Yep. So they Rare Candy and Charizard, Infernal Rain, get to Fire Energy. But then if they do that, I mean, the Charizard could just get absolutely annihilated by a Chinchino off the top ropes, right? So here they go. All right, do they find anything? We got an Ultra Ball and a Rod. Decides to keep the Ultra Ball, of course, and retreat into Charizard, and we know this Charizard is going down, bro. All right, 210 damage with Charizard EX. And then, yeah, all this player on the left has to do is just go find a Chinchino. If they got a Chinchino, and this Charizard is getting destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Oh, yeah. 2 more energy to Minchino. And what supporter are you? Is that a Jacques? If it's Jacques, that would be pretty good. It's looking like Jacques. All right, we're going to Jacques for 2 Minchinos. And Blammo. Got them both. Okay. Yeah, dude, this Dragapult deck is freaking destroyed. Jet Energy doesn't even have to retreat the double turbo like a boss. And here comes Chinchino off the top rope. Like I said, that's going to be a special roll for 350 damage. But wait, first, more energy in play. Yeah. Not great. Now, Dragapult, what Dragapult really wants to do, they really want to be able to like knock out some of those Minchinos before they evolve into Chinchino. Yeah, but with both these Chinchino evolved up, I mean, and there's Mist Energy in the equation too. I think it just seems like completely over. I really can't. It seems completely over, if I'm being honest. The 6 damage counters onto Lugia doesn't even matter. If you try to spread that 6 damage counters to the Lugia, it's got 210 on it, 210 plus 60. It's going to be 270. It's not even a knockout, which is just all bad. And then I don't know that the player on the right is going to be able to get the energy required on this Dragapult to actually launch a meaningful attack. And by I don't know if, I mean just they're not going to be able to. That's just facts, right? So it's going to be like a 60 damage poke here. The 60 damage poke into the Chinchino doing 350 damage does not feel adequate. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, that's not going to cut it here. The Chinchino is doing too much damage. Yeah, 60, dude? No. Is it 70? 70? Thank you, Banana Nose, for the sub in the 5 months. Yeah, this is an absolute demolishing by the Lugia deck. Yeah, 70 damage with Dragapult. That's not going to do it. How's he attacking? The Dragapult's attack is 1 colorless for the first attack. So Lugia goes to 1 prize left. There's nothing to be done. That Radiant Serena ain't doing it. It's over. Pack it up. Turn 2, double chops. Turn 3, double chinchino. You can't go boss. No, because there's no way to get 2 energy on this thing. This is the problem with the Dragapult deck. Unless they play Neo Upper Energy. Nah, we scoop it up. Yes, yes, yes. All right, GG's. Got to tweet about it, bro. Why does everybody open their phone? Dude, why is this the stance when you win a game on stream? Why? It's like, oh, thank God I'm back on my phone. Like, what? Reporting the results? Oh, is that how you have to texting my mom? Oh, they're reporting the match result. Oh, they don't have match slips. Okay, all right. That's got to be it. Because I was like, what the heck are they doing, bro? Like, you're on camera. Like, get off Twitter, dude. Like, get off Twitter. These kids these days, man. Like, come on, bro. You're on TV. Get off your phone, man. Yeah, I get it. All right. Yeah, screenagers. Yeah, that's so true. It looks funny, though. All right. I'm just saying. It looks funny. It's like, oh, yeah, just one. All right, time to start texting the homies. Send him now. What you doing, Tex? Hey, babe, just one on stream. Hope I made you proud. Yeah. Uh-huh. Right. That's what I'm imagining. All right. What do we got here? Show me something good. Dung beetle. Looks like we got a Charizard deck on the left. No Dragapult. Charizard, hold the Pulse versus Chenpao featuring Dung Beetle. Ain't no way, bro. You're not going to convince me that I don't know about this Dung Beetle, bro, in the Rabska in the Chenpao deck. Yeah, I'm not so sure. It's Jirachi and Manaphy in one, but it eats up a bench spot. Here we go. Cleffa for a draw of 4. And let's see what the Bax Caliber player has got. Wow, fully blinged out Bax Caliber deck. Hot dang. They've got the Rabska in deck, but you know what the Rabska does in this Charizard matchup? Not squat, bro. Nothing. This Rabska could be game losing. Could be game losing. It looks like they're going to nest ball for a Badufsky. And then do you got the Buddy Buddy Irida? And we can go get maybe Radiant Greninja and a Buddy Buddy Poffin. That's what I would be thinking. If you have an out to Radiant Greninja in your hand already, then you can maybe go get Chen Pao, just assuming your opponent doesn't play Maximum Belt, just to help get energy into play. But it looks like they're going for... They're skipping the... Skipping Radiant Greninja, which is strange to me, and then they only get one Pokemon off Buddy Buddy. So either they have Greninja in the hand or they prized it, or... that's got to be my guess. They either prized it or they... Nope. I'm guessing that they prized it. So there we go. Turn 2, Charizard, Pidgeot. All right. Gang's all here. We're cooking. Ultra Ball away Iono and Boss's orders. I think we're going to see a Heat Tackle knockout. Here comes the Bibarel. Dude, all right. Come on, guys. Come on. Why are you guys talking about donking the Rabska? You can't donk the Rabska. The Charizard player went first. Okay? You can't attack turn 1 going first. I expect more of you, chat. You know this. Oh, the Zard didn't have the energy in hand? He didn't go first? All right, he didn't have the energy then. All right, never mind. Ah, okay, so Zard was second. Never mind then. All right, I retract it. Oh, he had 4 Seal Stone. Oh, so you're right. All right. I'm wrong, chat. I'm wrong. You were right. To be fair, though, I still feel like I'm in a daze from this past weekend. All right, so. Yes. Chat wins this round, okay? Fine, I'm giving you guys the win. And you win this round. What more do you want? You win. I was wrong. You were right. You were right, chatters. I was wrong. Yes, so what? I missed it. The Chen Pao player actually went first. And I thought they went second. But they went first with the Rabska and passed. So this player over here could have just Arvined for 4 Seal Stone. And since they started Cleffa, they could have Heat Tackle donked for the win. Yes. Thank you, DG Sonic Hoot, for the sub. So, yes. So, player on the left missed the dunk. You are correct, chatters. You are correct. Extremely astute observation. Good on you guys. All right. But they missed it, so we've got a game now. Chat is always right. All right, I wouldn't go that far. All right. Chat is not always right. All right. Prime Catcher. But I'll give chat this one. The score is definitely at least 1-0 today. Chat stay winning. All right, Prime Catcher. We got the Collapsed Away to Lumineon. This is an incredibly strong turn. I do... I think from the Charizard angle, I disagree with taking out the Frigibacks, though. What do you guys think? I think from the Charizard angle, you absolutely chase the the Bidoof, right? Yeah. You take the Bidoof every time. This is a huge misplay on my hand. You know, this is a huge misplay as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Because this Chen Pao player is going to be trying to ramp to 6 energy to 1-hit KO this Charizard, and having 2 Bibarel is so much better. Because they're not setting up 2 Baxcalibur this turn, so they can just raw the Frigi back in and put it on the bench, and that's no sweat. So, yeah. You definitely chase the Bidoof there, so I disagree with that. But let's see how this one buffs out. Let's see if they get punished for it, right? All right, here comes our brave little Rabska, who is the undonkable Rabska. See, and now look how silly do you feel, right? He goes, Bibarel. It's like, dude, you could have stopped that. Tord also says always Bidoof in this situation. Of course it's always Bidoof. I didn't even take the master class, and I know that. All right, here we go. Buddy Poffin. And we're going to go get the Frigi again. And that's exactly why you never take the Frigi, right? Because it's like now you basically did nothing. Where you could have done something. Rellor, what? You want me to call this thing Rellor? Is that what you want? You want me to call it by its proper name? Fine. Dungus. All right, we've got a Dungus in the active. Here we go. First Bibarel. Draw a couple cards. Uh-oh. Not the Energy Excel to Frigi. Oh, this is horrendous, bro. You're... A boss's orders? All right, you're out of the Chen Pao Club. Yeah, you're fired from the Chen Pao Club, my friend. I'm sorry. You're not invited to any of the Chen Pao parties. Yeah, man. First the Rabska, now the boss's orders. Like, yeah, man. It's you can't come to any of the Chen Pao hangout sessions. Yeah, you're not in the Chen Pao group chat for sure. Yeah, fake Chen Pao head detected. Sorry, dude. Yeah. Yeah, your C Pao card is revoked. All right, the Charizard players got the right spirit now. They're going to boss up the Bibarel, which they should have done last turn, but here we are. You also always promote the Frigi there? Like, what are you doing, dude? Come on, man. Come on, man. You promote the Fritz got the energy on it, man. What are you doing, man? Come on, man. All right, here's rare candy backs. Maybe this Charizard player is finally going to get cooked. But it doesn't matter because the Charizard player is already up 2 prizes, so this game is over. And this would all be so much better if you didn't have that boss's orders in your hand, right? Because now you have a chance to actually miss this knockout. And if you miss this knockout, you're cooked, dude. You got the stop. Thank goodness. You better hope this stop does not betray you, son. Oh, you've already got the superior. You're chilling. I think. Don't you only have like 1 energy in the discard pile? You're not chilling, bro. You're cooked. You need to hit like 3 water off of this. You need this stop to hit 3 waters. No, you hit your stupid Rabska. No. Not the stupid Rabska, bro. All right, they did hit the one. Okay, all right. I missed that they brought up the Pidgeot, so they only needed the 1 energy with the Frigi on the bench. Yes. All right. They only needed the 1. Yeah. I forgot they brought up the Pidgeot. Yes. So they didn't need the 6. They only needed the 5. Yeah, so they ended up hitting it. They got there. They did get there. But they still just lose. Because there's a Bibarel out. You're just going to get chased down. You've got this Charizard. Charizard's going to take it free too. You're going to go to 2 prizes. The second Charizard is checkmate here. Well, all right. There's only 1 energy on the Charizard now, so they need 1 more energy. Just basically checkmate with the Bieber out. It's over, dude. Greninja Snipe. Greninja Snipe is their route. They really don't have a Manaphy out, huh? All right, Greninja Snipe can win. There's no Manaphy. Let's do it, bro. Show me the Greninja Snipe. Show it to me. Give me Greninja for 2 prizes. Feast on those Charmanders. Hopefully you have Hisuian Heavy Ball. Or maybe your Radiant Greninja's in the deck the whole time, but you didn't have bench space for it because of the stupid Rabska. All right, we stack the deck. Energy to Rabska. We got the Hisuian Heavy Ball. Here comes Greninja. There he is. There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. See, but you need to get another Bidoof out, or you might just lose. Instead, you've got Rabska. Just pretend that the Rabska is Manaphy right now, and look how useless it is. Do you see what I'm saying? Look how silly it is. He shouldn't be there. He's not invited to the party, man. But I guess I'm not playing in a Dragapult meta yet, so I don't really know. I don't know what it's like. Now, what the Charizard player wants is Counter Catcher the Bibarel. That's what that's what you do. If the Charizard could go Counter Catcher or Prime the Bibarel, that's what they really want. But obviously, without the Pidgeot, that is nowhere near guaranteed. So they're trying to hope that they get that. Oh, Counter Catcher's not live. It had to be Prime Catcher. My bad. Or they have to Radzard, right? But they don't have any of that. So the Chien-Pao player should just win here. It should be just smooth sailing, get the Chien-Pao, draw 5, win the game, easy peasy. Did they use Prime Spectre to start? Listen, bro, I'm totally fried. I'm telling you, I played too much Pokemon this weekend. I can barely think straight. I feel like my brain is just 2 brain cells rattling around in my skull, and I can't really put any coherent thoughts together. It's a miracle that I'm even streaming. All right, that incisor sucked. I'm going to be honest with you. Bro, you do not have Iono for 2. That's what you have to do? Iono for 2, bro? Why do you have Iono? Man. Man, bro, you are not invited to the Chien-Pao hangout session. Yeah, bro. You is not invited to the Chien-Pao hangout. No. You lose. What, swing for 120? $180. All right. And the Charizard player does not get punished for not donking the Chen Pao. GG's. GG's. I love it. Love it when we're never punished. That's great. Feels good, man. He should have primed the Bib into the active and swung with Ninja. Didn't Ninja just get knocked out? He would have had to rod the Ninja back into the deck. Thank you, Poisonous Panda, for the sub in the 29 months. The turn before. Yeah, I could see that. All right, yo, we're in a new game. Let's go. Fine, I'll show off the Guardy deck. Okay, let's talk about Guardy. I guess so. Let me hear what chat has to say. I'm going to do a good old poll. Is Guardy good in this format? Yes, it's good. I would consider playing it. There we go. Let me know, chat. What do you think? Is Guardy good? Is it real? This is Blizzy, not Arc. All right, guys. So we got Arc Blissey versus Guardy. This is hype, actually. Thank goodness. I'm trying to see some new cards. I need some inspo for stream tomorrow. Let's go. Arceus with Blissey. Let's go. Double turbo. Let's get some energy online with the turn 1 Trinity Yarg. Okay. Going 1 of the active, 2 to the bench. We've got Darkness Energy and we've got Psychic Energy. Okay. Shuffle, shuffle. Pass. Here we go. Turn 2 from the Guardy player. We've got a concealed cards, Nest Ball. Let's go get some more fellas. We're looking for another Ralts. Great. And then see if they've got a Curlia coming down so that they can refinement. Oh yeah, there we go. Iono first. We got 6 new cards coming right at you. And Earthen Vessel can go get the Darkness Energy out of the deck. Maybe find that. Nope, just going for the Psychics. Buddy, buddy. And we got 2 more Ralts. Very nice. And here we go. Refinement. Let's see 2. I'm pretty sure these Guardy decks do not play Rare Candy, so if we don't have the TM Evo, and we don't have any TM Evo, so that just means that if the Arceus deck can chase down Curlia, that literally means no Guardy next turn. So, yep, you boss up the Curlia and say, no Guardy. Is that a TM Turbo Energize in the... Holy moly. That is a TM Turbo Energize in the Arceus deck. Uh-huh. Got it. Okay. Here we go. Concealed cards. And there's another Iono. You better find the hyper aroma, son. I need to see 3 Kirlia coming down pronto, or your goose is cooked. Yeah, I need it to be Kirlia, bro. What you got for me? That 1 Kirlia business from last turn, that was not cutting it. You're going to have to do far better than that. Okay, we got 1 refinement. Hit him with the Niono. There's the TM Evo. All right, Iono. 6 for me, 5 for you. Hit him with the Super Rod. Gotta love that Super Rod from Dragons Exalted. It looks so good. Hollow borders and all. Buddy Poffin. Okay, TM Evolution. Finally, we're cooking. 3 Kirlia in play. I promise I'm going to get a... Uh-oh, drop my deck. Put it back together there. Promise I'm going to get a Gardevoir EX in play next turn. Got a little Judge Shuffle. All right, make sure there's no cards on the floor. Excellent. And here we go. Blammo. My turn. All right, and I'm going to play this nest ball, and I'm going to search my deck for a Badufsky. That's right. I'm cooking right now with my Arceus deck, but just wait until I get these Blissies in play, dog. You don't even know what's gonna happen. Looks like we've evolved up to the 70 hit point Badufskis. All right, here comes a Chansey from the Pokemon Go set. Not even taking a chance with the ability one. It lets you take a bonus prize card. Pal Pad, my boss's orders, back into the deck. And Trinity Yarg. I think there's probably no energy in the deck. Yeah, that is it. So taking the knockout, but a little bit sus. There's not a whole lot going on this Arceus side of the board. Now it's time for Guardy to cook. I will use Refinement and discard a card from my hand and draw 2 cards. And then I will use Refinement again and discard the Arven from my hand and draw 2 cards. And then for my final trick, I will shake my head and shake my head some more. and then I will finally decide what to discard with this Earthen Vessel, and it's going to be the Turo. Okay, Turo scenario. We're getting the Darkness Energy and the Psychic Energy out of the deck. Okay, all right. And then I will Refinement again, discard the Psychic from my hand, and draw 2 cards. And I've got Ultra Ball. Okay. Haven't played a supporter yet either. Can Ultra Ball away. Buddy Poffin. And something else. Go get the Gardevoir EX. Gardevoir is here. All right. Arven, supporter for turn, can go get the TM Evo and a Nest Ball. Nest Ball can go get Monkey Dory. Darkness Energy has been equipped to Monkey Dory. And now Gardevoir EX can accelerate some energy to, Gardevoir. Holy smokes, I'm doing the monkey thing. I'm doing it, bro. I'm doing it. Look at me. I'm using Monkey Dory. You thought Gardevoir EX's attack stunk. But yeah, look at me cook. Oh, yeah. All right. Now that is a combo of wombo-y proportions. Holy smokes, dude. How will my opponent possibly recover from getting cooked like that? by the monkey. All right, chat voted. 54% of chat said that Guardy's a good deck and that they would play it. That means 46% of chat said it is not a good deck. That's crazy. All right, here comes Blissey, here comes Beeb. We're using Industrious Incisors and drawing some cards. We've got a Vacuum, we got a Sharon's Care, we got some stuff. But honestly, Arceus player, I'm gonna be completely honest and truthful with you. You seem cooked, bud. You seem cooked. It seems very bad for you. At this point, your deck pretty much does no damage. That's like the major problem I'm seeing with your deck. You got the cape. All right, here comes the V-Star. What are we doing with this V-Star? I'm getting 2 cards out of the deck. That's what we're doing. And we're going to make sure that they're the right 2 cards, and they are. So I'm going to keep shuffling. Get that extra energy drop. Swing for 180 damage. And I don't know. Hope I don't get blowed up by this Drifloon on the bench. And I'm definitely getting blowed up by this Drifloon on the bench. Yeah, this Guardy player is absolutely cooking you right now. But this is what I said. Is honestly, the thing is, I don't think Gardevoir is a very good deck, but I think Arceus is an even worse deck. That's what... Honestly, if I could choose all of my opponents at NAIC, I would hope that they're all playing Arceus-based decks. That if I could just have that I would have the most insane run, bro. It's like impossible to lose to Arceus decks. Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure. For sure. No, with any deck. Arceus has no positive matchups. None. I don't know why people are playing it. It's not good against anything. Look, Arceus is even going to lose to this Guardy deck, and the Guardy deck is certainly fake. Yeah, I just don't see it. You know, it's like friends don't let friends play Arceus, you know? Like, if any of my friends were like, hey, Bahone, I'm thinking about playing Arceus for NAIC, I'd be like, do not. How do I think Blissey should be played? In the binder. Should be. Probably in the binder is where it should be played. Do I think Goo ever makes a comeback? No. Not with cards like Prime Catcher in the format. Honest, it seems like the best way to play Blissey is just straight Blissey. With like TM Turbo Energize. That seems like the best way to play Blissey. Because as soon as you put Arceus in the deck, then it just becomes an Arceus deck. Sure, you can put a Monkey Dory in there, fine. You want to heal 30, put 30 damage on your opponent's Pokemon? Sure. That's fine. You could do the cute little thing. You move the darkness energy to the monkey, move the damage, move the energy back. I like that. That's fun. All right, Blissey has got so much hit points. All right, what is it at? 350 HP or something? Was it 400 hit points? Is that what it's got right now? 400 hit points? Goodness. All right, I'm not going to lie. The Blissey player is kind of cooking right now. All right. Maybe... Nah. The Guardy player is going to draw out their whole deck. They just got to vacuum this thing and... Yeah. And it's over. Oh, what's up, Shiny Rowlet? How you doing? Dude, does this Guardy player get cooked? If Guardy loses this match, this deck is the most fraudulent deck in the whole world. God, I love a mid-off, dude. This is so sick. The Drifloon, I think if the Drifloon gets like the... Oh, but there is no Cape of Toughness. Or not Cape of Toughness. There is no... No, not Cape of Toughness. The... Yeah, Hero's Cape. It's Unfair Stamp. Dude. And this is what we have to do? You have to just swing with Guardy and say, I hope they don't have it? The 400 hit point Blissey is too strong. Come on, boss! Gear! Come on! Look at it! Oh, yeah, here it is! Boom! Woo! Guardy stinks! Guardy stinks! Guardy stinks! Guardy stinks! That's what I'm talking about! Told you guys Guardy was fraudulent, bro. The entire Guardy game plan, the entire Guardy playbook falls apart if, like, your opponent plays Vacuum. All right, I low-key kind of fascinated at what's going on with this Arceus Zeraora VMAX deck. So let's see what's going on here. The entire playbook falls apart with a single lost Vacuum. I cannot take a deck seriously that loses to a lost Vacuum. All right, Tatsugiri coming in clutch with the Arven find. And it looks like we've got an Arceus Zeraora V-Star VMAX deck versus Dragapult. This is a cool one. So with the Arven, it's going to be a Buddy Poffin and probably 4 Sealstone or TM Evo, something like that. Yeah, it looks like going to be the TM Evo, and this is exactly what Tatsugiri is supposed to do. It is setting the gang up Real nice. Poor Arceus player did not get a turn 1 energy drop. It's a sad day for Arceus. Sad, sad day for Arceus fans out there. When Arceus doesn't get a turn 1 energy drop. Man. Rough day. Turn 1 TM evolution with the Tatsugiri, able to set up a Dracloak and Xatu. And then it's off to Arceus Town. Looks like Arceus was able to find a lightning energy off the top of the deck. That's good. We've got Switch. And Iono, she is looking for a double turbo energy. Not interested in the lightning attach. Okay. Here we go. 6 big ones off the top. Did we find that double turbo? No. But we did find an Arceus. So we can evolve an Arceus, Nest Ball, go get another basic. Gotta get a lightning down, so you can attach the lightning, save the V-Star for next turn. You know that this Arceus not get knocked out, so that's nice. Just have to attach and say Passaruni. And that's fine. Next turn, we'll get him. It would be a much stronger start if Arceus had a turn 1 energy drop. That is another reason why I just, man. You would think that the turn 1 energy drop was like impossible to get as an Arceus deck. It just happens so often. It's so sad. You're just like, dang, man. I needed so little, and yet I couldn't get it. Right? Nest Ball from the Dragapult side. And it's going to be for Manaphy. Well, probably just to thin it out of the... Oh, no, actually. Not just to thin it out of the deck. Zeraora V-Star does like 60 damage times 4 over on the opponent's side of the board, something like that. Got a little airmail coming in hot. Yeah, so the Manaphy is to protect against Zeraora V-Star's V-Star attack. Let's go Tatsugiri. Can we find some goods? No, no goods. Sad. Big whiff, Tatsugiri. You're fired for sure. You were goated there turn 1, but now you're looking awfully washed. And dang, not the Passaruni, dude. There are so many cards in your hand that are not doing anything for you. Yeah, that's a big old Passaruni. Ouch. Okay, Arceus is right back in the game. And this is why we Arceus stands love Arceus decks. Because while other decks don't do it. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. What are you doing? What? No! Why? Why are you attaching the basic lightning to Arceus? There's the stadium in play. I know, but can't you just Starbirth? So let me get this straight. The idea of this deck is to... Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess maybe she wants to just use the Zeraora V-Star, but there's a Manaphy over... I don't... Let's withhold judgment. Let's just wait and see how this... Let's wait and see how this plays out. Pass. Okay. But what I was going to say before I was what I was going to say is that Arceus decks are so low to the ground and they need so little that they're usually very consistent. But I'm not going to lie to you. The turn 4... the turn 4 Trinity Nova's not going to do it, man. No. The turn 4. You're not going to win if you're doing the turn 4 Trinity Nova. The turn 4 Trinity Nova, bro, is not happening. Not the manual attached to Arceus after missing the turn 1 energy drop. All right, let's see. We got Arvin for Rare Candy board. All right, all right. Psychic. Fire. Rare Candy Pulse. All right, we are cooking now. We are so back. Let's go. 200 to the active. 6 to the benched Arceus. All right, and finally, turn 4. It is time to say Trinity Nova. Oh, yeah. The moment we've all been waiting for. It is time to Trinity Nova this guy. Hit him with that 200 damage attack. And then accelerate 3 lightning from your deck to your benched Pokemon V in any way you like. Big Judge, Judge-a-Rooney. All right, 4 cards each. All right, we got a grass. Here's the V-Star. There are double turbo energies in the deck. Keep in mind, there are double turbos in here, bro. There are double turbos in here. But no stadiums. All right, got it. So yeah, if there's no stadium in the deck, then that Temple of Sinnoh is going to stick. Which makes sense. But maybe if Temple of Sinnoh is popular, then maybe we ought to... Okay, there's the Max Belt. Okay, I see. We're reading Zeraora. All right, let's all take... You know what? Let's all take a quick break to read what Zeraora, VMAX, and V-Star do. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not like the most well-versed here. All right, so Zeraora V-Star's got free retreat and the crushing beat attack, which does 190, and you can discard a stadium. Got it. And then this guy has Pachirisu on its head, and Max Fist does... reactive pulse. Okay, 60 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon in play has an ability. All right, I see the vision. All right, you're trying to pull off that attack. I got it. Okay, and then Max Fist does 240. So, okay, I see the vision. Play ball. Okay, we got a grass energy and 2 lightning energy getting accelerated into play while dealing 200 damage. Blammo. All right, ball's in your court, Dragapult. What you gonna do now? Airmail. Yep, both these cards stink. Okay, easy pick. Probably want to accelerate a Psychic Energy into play. Let's put that onto the Cloak. Yep, draw 2. All right, another Airmail, and we got the Max Belt. That's useless here. Or a Scoop Up Cyclone. I lied. It's a Scoop Up Cyclone, which is actually very useful because we can just play that to, wow, I mean, just, that's insane. Yep, Tatsugiri. Get to look at the top 6, pick a supporter. And it's Iono. Dang, just completely denied. Completely denied that KO. That's nuts. And then here comes the Fire Energy. And you see why the Xatu is so good, right? Just allows you to kind of keep the energy flowing. I think you do need to play at least like a 1-1 or a 2-2 Xatu line. I think the Xatu is much better than no Xatu. I think you kind of have to play the Xatu. Thank you, Nintendo, for the sub and the 41 months. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm feeling big Xatu pilled. Okay, and then here we are with the Pult. Okay, and we're going to move some damage counters off the active. Whoa! Not the double knockout, bro. No way! Oh! What a disgusting turn from the Dragapult deck! 4 prizes! Double knockout! However, Dragapult guy, that was sick how you did that. However, did you not read your opponent's card, bro? Did you not read? You sat here putting abilities into play. Did you think you wouldn't get punished for that? They have Max Belt in their deck and they're doing base 300 damage to you right now. Your goose is cooked. Your goose is cooked, my man. You're destroyed. I hope it was worth it. Oh, don't put the Arceus down. No, 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 no. Bring the Arceus back up. No, 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 no. Why are you putting the Arceus down? I Iono this fraud. Yes. All right. Yo, cook his goose, Arceus. Do it. Show this show this Dragapult who's boss with the gnarliest Zeraora VMAX attack you've ever seen. Yeah, that's 350 damage. You're done, bud. Nice knowing you. All right, that's a lot of abilities, you know. I think Homeboy probably should have withheld one ability if he could. That would have been pretty good, huh? Now, Dragapult needs a lot here to rebuild. I mean, you have to find a Psychic Energy to accelerate onto the bench with Xatu. It's not guaranteed. I mean, look at this, right? You have to Arven. What do you even do? And then if the Zeraora player is able to chase down the Dragapult again, this game is done. All right, so we've got the energy out of the deck with Vessel. But we need a backup Dreepy at the very least. All right, Rod. We're putting some energy and a pult back in. Dude, what if she bosses you? She's gonna boss you, bro. Yeah, this is the master plan. Oh, man. Boss's orders. There it is. 2. Yeah. You give me that thing. Uh-huh. And she's just going to swing. She's not doing squat because she got to take, she got to take 3 prizes in 3 minutes. But that's why these guys, they're not going to mess around. They know that if it goes to time and nobody wins, it's double game loss. So. And moral of the story, chat, this is why you don't play Manaphy. See? All Manaphy does is boost Zeraora VMAX's attack. Knockout. Yup. Dude. It's not the Zeraora sweep, bro. The Zeraora sweep. Has to get out Dreepy Pass. All right, you have to take a prize. Attach. Iono again. 46 seconds on the clock. Come on. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Let's go. Boss's orders for game. You got it in hand. You're done. 25 seconds. Come on. What you got? Nada. That's it. I lose. Game over. And this is why we love Arceus. Broken deck. Looks like she ended up 6-3. There is a vacuum. Maybe the vacuum was prized. And Kyurem. Man. 4 boss. Ditto. I don't know, man. Could this not be better with generators and Miraidons? Maybe so. But Arceus is just that guy. Then it wouldn't be a broken Arceus deck. The arc factor. The arc factor carries. Okay, what do we got going on here? Thank you, Figment, for the Prime sub. All right, Ancient Box, man. Ancient Box with Illusion? Against what? The Guardy deck? All right, let's see what we got going on here. There's Grabber in this deck? All right, who wins? Don't tell me. Don't spoil the fun, by the way. All right? Listen, I didn't pre-watch. If you like spoiling, that's not cool. Nice. Okay, we've got, it's not Ancient Box. We've got Gouging Far. Gouging Fire against Guardy. Yo, with the turn 1 grabber. It's kind of saucy. The turn 1 grabber. Well, let's go. Yeah, look at that finger dexterity. That looks sick in 1.5 times speed. I like the contrast of the fire deck and the Grusha sleeves. Very cool. Got Ultra Ball, discarding Fire and Boss. And it looks like we are going for another Gouging Far. Okay, couple pair of banana hats on the board. And Sawdust Vitality. Let's go. Bingo. Draw of 3. What else we've got? Some Jet Energies. That is a... Well, I mean, I guess you get the turn 1 like 60, isn't it? It's not quite enough. Another Nest Ball. What does Gouging Fire do? We got Squawk. That's a lot of jets going down. It is 60 Heat Blast. Not quite enough to knock out the Drifloon, though. Which is kind of... Yo, the energy switch, though? Oh, you're done. Turn 1 KO. Yeah. You get wrecked. With the basin? The energy switch? Dude. Yeah, get him, Gouging Fire. Get him. Get him. The turn 1 knockouts. Let's go. Get him, get him. All right, Irida. That is a funny card to be playing in Gardevoir, as the only water Pokemon is probably that Radiant Greninja. Maybe there's a bundler. I think I see a bundler in there too. So it does get 2 different Pokemon. It also can get you the Manaphy. That's it, right? Why play the Basin and not use it? Just a bad play, Brandon. Yeah. You shouldn't do that. Yeah. Okay. There's the Manaphy. Got it. Nope. Yep. And here you go. As you can see from example A, do not play the stadium preemptively. That was stupid, but it's okay. We've got concealed cards and the Vessel. Use the Vessel, discard another fire, and we're going to be able to accelerate 2 energy with the Sawdust, so that's good. Now, this dude is going to have to pivot because this Gouging Fire cannot attack back-to-back turns. What does Lucian even do, man? Hold up. Lucian moment. Can use their first attack? Dude, if this Gouging Fire does 60 to this Radiant Greninja, like, pack it up. Lucian's not out yet. What does Lucian do? Let's see. Each player shuffles their hand. You gotta be kidding me. Ain't no way, bro. Each player shuffles their hand and puts it on the bottom of their deck, and then they flip a coin. If heads, they draw 6. If tails, they draw 3. You've got to be joking me. All right, well, let's see how this turns out. All right, let's go. Let's go. Flip. Flip. Oh, dang it. My opponent flips heads. They both get 3. Grab her. Bro, and now your hand stinks. What are you doing? No. Your hand is like unplayable, dog. Man. Yo, the Irida for the hyper aroma. Let's go. Turn up. Curlia. Refinement. Another Curlia. Refinement. Dude, how many Irida are we playing here? Is all Irida. You play Irida, you don't play Arven, it's just Irida? That's kind of crazy. Four Irida in the Guardy deck? All right, Gouging Fire. Now is your time. Bro. Not the 3-hit KO on the Radiant Greninja, man. Not the 3-hit KO on the Radiant Greninja, man. No. No, man. No, man. No, that's not gonna do it, brother. No, man. This is... Oh, this is so rough. Man, this Greninja got the whole squad on his back right now. Yeah, but thank goodness we got the turn 1 knockout with Gouging Fire. The Lucian. I keep trying to think about Lucian, and I'm like, well, if you're always lucky and your opponent's always unlucky, then it's broken. Lucian is broken. Listen. Lucian is always broken if you flip heads. All right, we got to fire off the top. We're live. We're live. All right, not that live, though. Yo, complete the 3-hit KO on this Greninja, bro. What are we getting here? Oh, Mew. Thank goodness there's a Mew in there. All right, just switch into Valiant. Try to get a double knockout. At least, please try to get a double knockout here. No! You play the switch card first. You have to play the switch card first. All right, so here. All right. So this turn here, I can't think of any reason why you don't play the switch card into the Mew. And then if you find another switch card, then you retreat the Mew into the Valiant and then play the second switch card, right? You can't jet because there's a Temple of Sinnoh. But you 100%, you play the switch card into the Mew who has free retreat, and then if you find a second switch, then you retreat into Valiant, ping it, and then you play the second switch, right? So regardless, you're playing the switch card, right? And by switch carding into Mew, you give yourself the out to potentially hit the second switch. And then if you don't, then you just retreat the Mew and attack with your guy regardless. Yeah, anyways, that just, man, that made my brain hurt for sure. All right, now we're trolling. We are trolling, bro. No. No. What am I watching? No, dude. No. Homie, you did not just bring up that Kirlia and not knock it out. Doesn't want to KO because they're bench locked? I mean, yeah, I guess. And keeping the board lock. Yeah. But, like, what's the master plan here? Eventually, they get out Gardevoir and just start swinging. All right, they're going in with the active Guardy. They play Turo, and now look at you! Look at you, see? Was it worth it? No, bro, no. And now you've got the monkey. Oh, man. And the Mew. All right. All right, Mr. Gouging Fire. Now is your time. Now is your time to cook. Redeem yourself. You've got a supporter. Let's use it. All right, Sada. Fire energy to the gouge. Let's get 3 off the top. Oh baby, those are some balls. We got Ultra Ball and a Vessel. Yep, Vessel, go get some more energy out of the deck. There's 1 energy left in the deck. Okay. Nest Ball. Just trolling. Made you shuffle. Ha. Okay, what's our ace spec of choice? Max Belt. We're going to go get Entei. Got it. And blammo. All right. We got 3 prizes left to take. All right. Guardy's got 4 cards left in deck. Incoming Super Rod. Yeah, put those things back into the deck. Buddy. Go get the Drifloon. All right. Refinement. Another refinement. We got the Guardian hand. Got everything that we need, really. All right, going to get the final 2 cards into the hand. Palpad, the boss, back into the deck. Evolve into Guardy, counter catcher, and your goose is cooked. I'm going to even monkey around and, you know, finesse some extra damage counters onto your guys because I've built the deck to do this, so I want to actually use the monkey. All right, this list plays multiple Turo scenario. It's looking like 2 Turo scenario. Guy's got 1 card left in deck. It is just a boss. And this Guardy player is saying, all right, I should have guaranteed Dubskis no matter what, because I'll either be able to knock out this Entei or this Squawk, and there's nothing you can do about it. 4 Sealstone, Maximum Belt. Prime Catcher, I lied. Dang, I cannot tell these things apart. Okay, they're going to bring up the Manaphy and pass just to see if they could deck them out. They can't. GG's, that's it. I do think that was the correct play by the Gouging Fire player, just to see if maybe they played themselves by not giving themselves an energy. But the Guardy player did not, in fact, play themselves. So, tough one there. We got up next. Looks like we got a battle of some Lost Box decks. On the left, we've got a Lost Box Dragapult deck. On the right, we've got a Lost Box deck featuring, I'm not exactly sure, but we'll see momentarily. They got some beautiful Lechonky Chonk sleeves. I like that. Player on the left has also got some very cute Skitty and Litten sleeves. I have to say, this sleeve off is pretty fire. Looks like it could be, yeah, Tina. And I'm thinking that that's what this Lost Box deck on the right is. That's my guess. It's Tina, based on the jet energy. But no, there's lightning energy. So now I take it all back. I have no idea. So Prime Catchers, the Ace spec. There's some water. Psychic. There's a Hands. There's a Raikou. All right. It's probably just Lost Zone Toolbox, it looks like, with some jets. There's the bear in there. There's Hands. There's Sableye. Yeah. All right. So just like a Lost Zone Toolbox deck. For sure, for sure. Why do you keep bumping my quality down? You're killing me. Okay, there's a Raikou. I'm interested. I mean, this is it's funny, it's a Lost Zone Dragapult deck. Colress. Lost Zone should lose to Dragapult. I mean, that's the whole point of Dragapult, right? Tough choice off of Colress. Going to ditch the Hisuian Heavy and the Lightning. Go to 3. And here's Sableye. Rescue board and Sableye. Pass. So not the strongest start. I mean, a Colress and a single flower select is okay, but could be better. And let's see what the Dragapult players got. Energy on Dreepy and Iono. That is interesting. in a Lost Zone oriented deck. They've got Rare Candy, but no Dragapults. They did send a Dragapult to the Lost Zone turn 1. And there's Dragapults. Okay. Rare Candy Pults. But I don't think they have the switch. We're going to get another Comfy and a Dreepy off of the Buddy Buddy Poffin. And let's see, do they have a switch or not? Nope. Didn't think so. All right. Dodged a bullet with that one. That would have been a tough turn to withstand, being that the player on the right does not have a very established board yet. They got Artisan. Cool. Can go get another Comfy and start funneling some more cards to the Lost Zone. It's definitely intimidating, though. Player on the left's got the Manaphy out. They've got Dragapult. If the player on the right could get a quick hands, though, Dragapult doesn't really answer a quick hands. So I would say that that's probably their best bet, but it doesn't really seem like they have, the most explosive. No, if they don't have the most explosive draws. No, they have literally like some of the worst draws, actually, is what's going on, because they have to just flower select pass again. So player on the right is going to get smacked this turn, that's for sure. They could Prime Catcher up the Raikou, knock it out, place 6 damage counters on the bench Pokemon. That would be pretty nasty. You really don't want to see that. All right, looks like maybe just energy to the active. Retreats, and here comes Dragapult, turn 3, and they are, dice everywhere. Yep, and 60 to the bench Comfy. All right, can we get out of this tough situation? What are we thinking? Artisan, all right. Get another basic. And flower select. Vacuum does help ramp that number up a little bit. The bundler. This is what we got? The bundler? No, not the bundler. It only does 80, man. Oh, man, this isn't going to work. They play a lot of switch cards, man. They play too many switch cards. I don't think the bundler is going to... This is I think, a gross misuse of these energy. I very much foresee this guy on the right getting extremely punished for this. But let's see. All right, 80 damage. Colress, all you have to do is find like a switch or something. Okay, so Colress plays 2 more cards in the Lost Zone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, and they'll have 5 in the Lost Zone there. So not at 7 yet. Prime Catcher, yep. Did I not say that you would be very punished for this line? Yes. Yes. That's not great for you. Lost Zone player on the right. No. Prime Catcher out of left field. And here we go. A couple more flower selectings. And then retreat, and the Pult is back at it again with a double knockout. Going to be able to clear both of those Comfies and place some more damage on the bench, because you can place the damage on the bench counter on the bench Pokemon in any way you like. That's not good. Okay. Here comes the bundler again. But can the bundler stop the Dragapult this time? Okay, Rods and Boys back in. And Artisan for another Comfy back out. All right. Retreats to start selecting some more flowers. Okay. Feels rough. Radiant Greninja, 2 more. Another Vacuum. Yeah, 8. 8 in the Lost Zone right now, but like they've got Prime Catcher, but yeah. Having the bundle powered out just doesn't feel good. All right, here's hands. You've got 2 energy. You're getting 1 energy onto a hands. So like maybe trying to like get the hands going, but not quite. And then having to Prime Catcher and bundle knockout, but then like the Dragapult could just knock out the bundler. Oh man, this is just heinous. Yeah, and that's just game. All right, thank goodness. Put us out of our misery. All right. Yeah, that was a quick execution. Okay. There we go. You know what? We still got a decent amount of the Sapporo Champions League left, but I really am kind of struggling right now, as I think you could probably tell. And it's probably because I'm very tired and exhausted from the weekend still. So going to be a relatively short stream today. I'll be back tomorrow with some tabletop gameplay with Jesse, though. So we'll do that. And I'm going to focus on getting some video stuff out and kind of check out for the day. So I'll be back tomorrow. And then on Thursday, we'll finish up the Sapporo Champions League on Thursday and get that all wrapped up then. I've got a bunch of decks that I'm getting together for my tabletop gameplay with Jesse. I'm very excited about that. So we'll be here and full of energy and vigor and ready to play tomorrow. That'll be a lot of fun. I did end up getting the final Dragapults that I need for the tabletop gameplay tomorrow, so that should be hype. And yeah, make sure to tune in tomorrow. It's going to be great. We've got the tabletop Twilight Masquerade format being played on stream tomorrow. We'll do more Sapporo Champions League, finish that up on Thursday, play some Pokémon TCG Live on Thursday. And then on Friday, I'm opening my Twilight Masquerade English product, courtesy of the Pokemon Company International. So thanks, TPCI, for that. All right, y'all. Thanks again for the stream. Appreciate it. And I'll be back tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. See ya.